We just got some really cool news for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Welcome into today's video. If you're a fan of MK4 Arcade and you're looking forward to playing it on the Legacy Collection, this video is for you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So earlier today, Digital Eclipse tweeted out that they have enhanced MK4's graphics with a 2x and 4x rendering mode. That is huge news, which gives the 97 Arcade original a smooth, modern look. It's entirely optional. Run at the original resolution with the CRT filter for authenticity. Now we're going to take a look at these individual images because you're talking to somebody that has the Mortal Kombat 4 arcade machine. I've run it on a standalone super gun that I have at the office. I've also run Mortal Kombat 4 on MAME. I have a lot of experience with how this game looks. And I'm telling you right now, what they have done is absolutely amazing. It looks fantastic. Let's take a closer look at these photos here. Okay, now this is Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade in its native resolution. Now, if you look at Raiden's arms, you're going to see some pixelation there. You're going to see some pixelation on Reiko, on his face, on his shoulders. I do want to mention that this image, though, does look very, very clean already. This already looks cleaned up from the original arcade. That face in the background particularly is popping. It might just be the colors are a little bit better in this image than they are on my arcade machine. But this is the original image, all right? Now let's take a look at the next image, the 2x filter being on. Now this is with the 2x filter enabled. Now I want you to look at Reiko's head again. Look at his arms, look at the arms and legs on Raiden, and notice all of those jaggies that are gone. That looks absolutely amazing, and that is only the 2x filter. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4x filter. And now you are looking at the 4x resolution filter. This has removed all the jaggies, looks absolutely incredible. I'm blown away. And this was mentioned when I asked at EVO, and I've been mentioning this, I hadn't heard anything of this, but they did say at EVO when I asked, I was talking to Dan from Digital Eclipse, Dan Amrick, and I asked about filters. And he said, yeah, there's going to be some filters on there. You're going to be able to do some graphic filters to remove some of the jaggies and stuff like that. And they hadn't discussed anything publicly, and I was really wondering if we were going to get it or if they just meant the CRT filter. But this is what they were talking about. Look at what they've done to Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade. So you can play in the original, you can play in 2x mode, 4x mode. 4x mode completely cleans this game up. Look at those jaggies just smoothed out. Absolutely super excited to get my hands on this version of Mortal Kombat 4. That looks absolutely tremendous. I'm wondering if this filter is going to be accessible in the other arcade games as well. Are they going to have a 2x and a 4x filter? Let me know in the comments section below if you think so. I'm very excited for this feature because that is absolutely beautiful. But now we're going to get to the real juicy bits of this. So we got a chance to see in their photo that they showed us some of the menu, and here you can see we have our difficulty, an option to toggle the violence on or off. You turn off the violence, no fatalities. You can turn off the blood. You have an unlimited round timer. That's pretty cool. Wonder if that'll work online. You have unlimited fatality time, which is very neat to see. The rendering scale, we just went over that, but look at the next option. Play as meat on or off. That is going to be super cool. You're going to have a chance to get your hands and play as meat on the game without jumping through all sorts of hoops and everything like that. Very cool. You're going to have a chance to select the alternate outfits on there as well, it looks like. This is one of our first looks at the MK4 in-game menu. So that looks really cool. Very excited to be able to play as meat. Very excited to have unlimited fatality time. Very cool to see all this right here. I grew up playing Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade. At the time, I was not a huge fan of the game. As I got older, as I knew that the game was not being released on home consoles, because MK4 Arcade has never come to home consoles before. This is really a historic time for MK fans that grew up in the 90s. This is the final arcade game that we never got released on home consoles. It just never came to fruition. I did not think that this game would ever see the light of day, and I honestly thought, you're looking at the 64 version now, which is a beautiful version, but the home ports had Goro. They just were not the arcade version. Now in 2025, thanks to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, thank you to Digital Eclipse, Atari, Mortal Kombat, we're going to get our hands on MK4 Arcade finally, and fans around the world are going to get a chance to see what the actual MK4 Arcade game was truly like. There was a little bit more blood effects on the original MK4 Arcade. You can hear I'm super excited for this, and I can't wait to get my hands on the game. There's a lot of cool things. That resolution filter looks absolutely tremendous on there. But let me know your thoughts down below. Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade. Now we're getting a chance to see, we got some beautiful graphic filters on there to take off the jaggy edges. We got a chance to look at the menu. We're going to be able to play as meat without jumping through hoops. The unlimited fatality time, also going to be cool. So much is coming very, very soon. As of recording in this video, we have 23 days till the MK Legacy Collection comes out. Can't wait to get my hands on this version of MK4 Arcade. Finally get a chance to play it on modern consoles, in the modern day, online, with new players. And I'm calling it now. I think MK4 is going to be one of the sleeper games on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Because again, this is the final arcade game that fans never got to experience at home. A lot of players might be their first experience with it, and it does look more like a modern title, being 3D and all that. And I made another bold prediction. I think MK4 and I think MK Special Forces and possibly Mythology Sub-Zero are getting lined up to really be showcased as some games that were a little bit better quality than I think they got credit for back in the day. But that's where I'm going to leave it. I want to hear all your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm super excited for the MK Legacy Collection. I can't wait to get my hands on MK4 Arcade and check out those filters, check out all the features coming to the game. I'm really wondering if those filters are going to be in the previous Mortal Kombat games like MK Trilogy. I know when we played Trilogy at EVO on the big screens, it did have a little pixelation, but that's just how the games looked on the giant screen, because back in the day, that's just what we were working with pixels. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to read all your comments. I'm going to wrap up right there. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that thumbs up, share with a friend. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, otherwise you might miss us in the future. Thank you for coming through. I'm going to look for your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you out there. I'm going to wrap up for now. I'm just an old arcade head, locked in for life. This was the last Mortal Kombat arcade game we ever got our hands on. Mortal Kombat 4. Finally coming to home consoles in 2025. I can't wait for it. Much love, legends. Take care, stay safe. Just an old arcade head locked in for life. I'm out for now, but as always, I will see you on the next Mortal Kombat video. Take care, my friends.